I think love tastes like 5th grade. When I balanced on the edge of my best friend's kitchen sink, sneaking sips of whiskey from his stepdad's pantry. We winced and grimaced, smiled broad and weird, and said, "It's good!" Too ashamed to admit our first taste of liquor was anything but tasty. Perhaps love tastes like going back to his room to play Crash Bandicoot with eyes a little glossier and cheeks a little rosier. Cheeks rosy. Like the first time I held onto his waist as we rode on a sea-doo across the waves of Saginaw Bay, my stomach doing flips before we even hit the surf, unsure of how close to sit or how to grasp his life jacket without being too obvious. Wishing we could ride that sea-doo forever, with him in front of me and my arms around him. I think love tastes like high school, when the only drink we could get for the party was cheap whiskey with no chaser. We passed the bottle back and forth as he said, "This is the worst shit I've ever tasted." I just laughed, took another swig, gagged, and let the heat of the poison slide down my spine. Maybe love tastes like stumbling back toward the campfire with the sky above us spinning. The world always spun when he was near because he looked in my eyes when he told him stories, and he laughed at my jokes from a place that was deep in his chest, like maybe from his heart, and I knew we'd never kiss, but I thought of him each time I met someone else's lips, no matter who she was, or how long she called me her boyfriend. I think love tastes like college. When he turned 21 and I bought him a shot of Jameson. I didn't like whiskey really, but I agreed to take it with him because he said he loved it, because he said it was his favorite. Our glasses clinked, we tapped the bar and shot it back, gasping for air or at least a sip of Diet Coke. I'm pretty sure love tastes like the rippling bass and strobing lights of the dance floor, or how I held him as our favorite divas sang and fast forward and time stretched until it nearly stopped, and I did not care who saw us kiss because he tasted like whiskey and sex. I think love tastes like the other night, when he picked up the crystal wedding decanter and poured me a glass of that expensive stuff, the whiskey I got him for Christmas. We sat on the couch, my hand on his knee and head on his shoulder as we watched Game of Thrones and HBO reruns. I'm pretty sure love tastes like right now, with the dogs running about the living room, their tails wagging in the air, and him setting aside his drink and pausing the show, tossing around toys, orchestrating a chaotic dance of growls and yips until they're too tired to play, and we all curl up in bed, a shot of whiskey in our bellies, and our bodies wrapped in an inseparable knot.